All right, let's try this again, and maybe this time my internet will decide to continue to work for at least a little while. Um, I don't know how good my video quality is, but actually I can check now. Ooh, it's not great. Okay. Wow, I could probably up that, but I have other people in my house at the moment, and they're both using the internet, so it probably won't do well. In fact, forget I said that. Anyway, welcome to Shopping Goodwill 2.5, and it's 2.5 because I never posted the last episode because I accidentally showed my address, I realized. But, maybe one day I'll go in and edit that out and then re upload it and put it in the playlist of the VODs, which I should put a link to in the description, but I didn't. But you can find it. You're intelligent. Anyway, let's go to analytics. That's a better page to be on. All right. And then back in here, I am going to do my standard search, which is Mixer. Actually, I should check first on my favorites. Okay. And yeah, that's about what I expected. None of this stuff is stuff that I actually care about at all. So in fact, let's just remove all, because some of those I'll come back across and maybe I'll talk about these. Select all, remove selected. Thank you. Okay. Fresh slate. Mixer. Search for a mixer. All right. Off to a not great first page. DJ Mixer with 17 seconds left. Gotta snipe that $52 bid. Behringer Xenix, which is basically a shittier version of that little mixer I have over there. Let's see. Behringer, I have a bigger one of this that's terrible. This would be interesting. I think this is actually more of a pedal board than a mixer, like an effects pedal sort of deal. Hold on, I guess we'll come back to it because it's going to load forever. Let's see. Ooh, here we go. DigiDesign interface. That is not a digital mixer. Pretty sure it's not. PA mixers, those aren't nice. This is not a mixer. This is a, I don't know, probably a sequencer or controller. I don't know if it's actually a sequencer. It's definitely a controller of some sort, though. Nice looking little thing. And a Tapco one, which is too small for me to really care about. Let's look at this zoom thing. Yeah, it looks more like a pedal board to me than a mixer. Like you would activate these buttons with your foot while you're playing. A looper, a tuner, banks. Yeah, this is a pedal, not a mixer. Maybe it records though. I don't know. Oh, it's got USB. Okay, it can probably record then. Interesting. Not interesting enough for me to be interested, but interesting nonetheless. All right. When I said my internet was going to stay working this time, I shouldn't have said it out loud. That I jinxed it. That was good. It's real good. Well, maybe we won't shop on the Goodwill site today. I don't know. This episode might be short. Little DigiDesign interface here. These are cool. I don't need this. I don't want it either. Somebody's taken the knobs off it for some reason, which is interesting. It's just a 4-input interface. What else it got on the back here? Are these extra inputs? Are those 5 and 6 inputs? Oh, here we go. outputs. Has main amount outputs, yeah. Input 7, 8, 5, and 6. Okay, so it's an 8 input mixer, but only 4 with preamps. It looks no, these have preamps, just not actual like gain preamps. It's preset ones. Yeah. So these are old, and frankly, if we're talking FireWire, I already have this, which is a FirePod, PreSonus FirePod, and that's what I'm recording on right now. And I quite enjoy the FirePods. They're fun. This one is just having a struggle, isn't it? Hey, page 2 loaded. Nope, this is page 1 again. God damn it. Ooh, it's doing real good. Ooh, it's doing real good. Well, I was hoping that the stream would actually work today, but maybe I'll have to do it another time when no other people are home in my house. Is it seriously this bad? Oh, here we go. Here's the little Yamaha thing. I don't have much to say about this. It's just an old little mixer that looks kind of cool. Because it's got a color scheme to it, and that's really about it. It comes in a road case, basically. Or it is a road case. Probably a powered mixer. Yeah, power amp. There we go. Or is it? I don't know. Power amp in, EQ out, EQ in. Huh, interesting. And then straight out speakers. Yeah, that's power amp. Okay. Yeah, it's just a nice little thing. I would never really use it for anything because A, it's very old and looks like it was designed for the road. It probably had another top piece that clips over this at some point. But it is kind of nice to look at. Oh my god. Why is this having such a problem? I'm just going to sit here and watch it because I don't have anything better to do. There's page 2. Another little Behringer board. Here we go. A switchboard. Oh no. For 210, this is CFX brand. Interesting. That was on my favorites list. This little Behringer Eurorack rack mount mixer is kind of interesting to look at. This one I looked at when it was a brand new listing, actually, like a week ago. And it sucks because I really didn't care about any of the stuff in it in this case. I just want the road case, but it's pickup only. And it's in another state, which is annoying. More little Behringer things. Mackie DFX. Again, 4-channel, too small for me to really use or care about. Let's see. The CFX one is done loading. Here we go. This looks a lot like my... For some reason, the vibe this is giving me is very similar to... Oh, it does. CFX is Mackie. I was going to say, it's giving me a very similar vibe to my Rockville brand mixer, which is... Let me look this up here. Is the 870? No. 1470. There it is. There it is. It looks kind of like this guy. Gives me the... No, mine was the 1870. That's it. Well, this is smaller, but you get the idea. It gives me the same vibe. Probably because they stole, like, all of the design language from Mackie, who made this mixer. That's probably a decent little mixer, actually, but I wouldn't spend $210 on it right now because I really have no use for it. Untested as well. Yeah, not something I'd bid on at the moment. Let's see. A little Eurorack Pro. These are interesting because it's kind of cool, right? Because it's a weird little compact rack mount mixer. But also, if you think about this, this would be so inconvenient to do anything on other than just like a PA system that needs to be changed only every once in a while. Like, you would never want to run a show on something like this. You really couldn't, honestly. Like, these knobs would get in the way of your fingers moving the sliders. It's cool. I'll put it back on my watch list, but I'm definitely not going to buy it. This one I was very disappointed. Because it was... I don't see... Okay. It's a carpeted road case that has front and top sections. It's got an amplifier of some description in it. Gemini brand, it looks like. Or maybe just the whole case is Gemini, I don't know. Yeah, the mixer and the CD player, I didn't super care about. The CD player is like, okay, I'll take that. That's fine. It's going to be a decent CD player. The amp, great. I need those. But really, what I wanted it for was to have a nice like carpeted road case. But unfortunately, it is pickup only. They didn't want to slap a stamp on that bitch and throw it in the mail. Which is disappointing, because it's in North Georgia, and I live in Illinois. I keep looking over here, because that's where my camera used to be when I used to stream, and now it's up here. And I keep forgetting to look up there, instead of over here. I'll have to get used to that. Hey, okay. Here we go. Here's something interesting. ProFX 16. Here's that EV one I found earlier. That seems a little sketch to me. Here's a Trainer brand powered mixer. This is a weird one because the inputs come into the bottom of the mixer that's like right by... That would be facing you if it's on a table. Little Tascam thing. Ooh, I've never seen a small Tascam analog mixer like this. That's kind of cool. Here we go. An 80s Fostax 4-track cassette recorder. Only 4-track. Interesting. Oh, wait, no, 4-track makes sense. Never mind. I was thinking cassette was 4 tracks one way, 4 tracks the other. It's 2 tracks one way, 2 tracks the other. But what these do is... Well, I'll talk about it more when we open the main listing page. DJ mixers. I swear, if you need like a cheap ass DJ mixer, Goodwill site, you can get tons of them for like $20 each. They are so cheap. Here we go. We'll talk about this EV mixer here. This is old. I can tell it's old. It's got the design language of being old, but I don't think it's old enough to necessarily call vintage yet. Does it have a year on it? It has a serial number, but I don't know if that actually has the year in it. Like, I don't know. It's not a bad looking mixer. It's very industrial, as in like it's basically a box for the most part. This is something it reminds me a lot of the little Soundcraft mixer we had at my high school, and we used to set it up in the wing and give it a send from our main mixer in the house. And then what we could do is whoever's mixing in the house, is controlling all the levels of the microphone inputs and the levels for the main house speakers and the center channel house speaker, because we had a weird like panoramic concert hall sort of a auditorium.